Greetings and salutations. My name is Nikki. This is Midlife Adulting. Welcome back to my channel. If you are one of the 25 or so new folks since my last video, oh my goodness, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. I really hope you enjoy this video and all of the rest of the videos that I've made and that I am to make. If you were returning, awesome. I am so glad. I am so glad to see you again. So, okay, here's my deal. I have a problem. My problem is not YNAB. YNAB is not my problem. My problem is not that my computer is still in the shop after 2-3 weeks. The problem is what I need to feel like I know what's going on with my money. So YNAB currently is filling the planning need for me. The money comes in, I plan what to do with it. Okay. QuickBooks used to provide the actual, this is what's going on with your money portion. I never successfully reconciled anything. I couldn't make it reconcile correctly. I think that's a me problem and not a QuickBooks problem. It's $100 a year, $120 a year to pay for it. I used to do it in a notebook, and before that, I kept track of all my transactions in a spreadsheet. Now, the portion of the spreadsheet that worked really amazing for me was that I had categories set up similar to YNAB, that when a paycheck came in, electricity would get $20, cell phones would get $25, streaming services would get $25. Every category of bill I had got its money, and I could see exactly where that money was supposed to go, and it took it out of my available balance. So I would have the bank's balance, but then I would have my available balance. Now that spreadsheet was in Excel and it died. I have never since then had the energy to put that back together, but now with YNAB, I don't need to. That planning portion, that need is done and taken care of, right? So now I'm contemplating going back to this, which was my handwriting stage of the program, or going back to a spreadsheet. So this book was awesome. I had on every page, I had the date, I had the item that was the transaction, I had the amount of the transaction, and then I had the balance. And whether I made this reconcile or not, I never tried to reconcile this either. I have never successfully reconciled a bank account with a bank statement or anything like that. Other people I know are really great at that. That is not one of my skills right now. But what this did was it let me see exactly where my money was. You can see when I wrote down a transaction that hadn't happened yet, I would put little circles, and that meant it hadn't cleared the bank yet. I was either writing a check and popping it in the mail, or I was making a payment online and it was coming out in a day or two, or I was asking the bank to send a check, or whatever I was doing. But then I'd put little circles there. So I knew that those weren't the money was gone for those things, but that's why my bank balance didn't show that I had while my bank balance might show that I had $627, what I actually had was $250. So this helped me keep track of what was really going on with my bank account, because I could look at the book and I could see that I had left $250, which would take care of groceries and gas and incidentals until we got paid next. At this point, we were getting paid every week. I really missed those days because I would get paid one week and my husband would get paid the next week. Currently, my partner and I are both getting paid on the same week. It is less than desirable. Actually, I'm interested to find out how much were groceries. Giant, no. Joanne, Taco Bell, Walmart, McDonald's, Walmart 71, paycheck. Redner's, no. Wise 161.94, and that was in 2016. Where I used to spend, you know, almost more like 150, 175. Now I'm paying more like 200, 225. So I need to get that under control. But so I'm thinking about going to back to the notebook. However, I need this tracking of where my money's going so that I can glance at it. I need it somewhere that's always available. I can't have it on a computer because what if the computer breaks down? With Quicken right now, it backs up into Dropbox. It backs up every 5 uses. So I'm always a month or so away from a backup, which isn't a problem. It's not much to catch up on, but I don't want to do it that way anymore. I want to be sure that I can access my transactions wherever I'm going. I don't just want to rely on my banking app because once again, I can pay bills online, but they don't come out immediately. I can pay my mortgage and it comes out that day. I can pay my insurance and it comes out the next day. But when I pay my cars, it comes out in 2 days. And when I pay for oil, it comes out when they get the check, which could be 5 days. When I pay my garbage bill once a year, I mail the check and it gets there and they cash it in like 10 days. So I really need it to be right away. I need to see that I've sent that out into the world and I need to know that it's not there to spend any longer. So what I'm thinking of doing is going back to the spreadsheet. Now, as I previously mentioned, the spreadsheet, the way it used to work in Excel, was taking care of all of my categories and assigning money to each category. It was my own little envelope system. I didn't realize it at the time, but that really worked for me. But now YNAB is doing the envelopes for me, and that is working really well. I mean, I've done it, used it once, but it's working well. But so what the Excel sheet is going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down by month. Every month I will start a new spreadsheet. I will keep one sheet for 2024. I will keep, I guess you would call it a workbook at that point. Well, I will keep one spreadsheet file, one Google Sheets file for 2024, and I will have a tab for each month. Each month, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the whole, this is my income, this is my bills, this is my variable funds, variable expenses, these are my regular expenses, this is my debt. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to have every transaction that I perform within that month, and I'm gonna try to balance with the statements from the bank at the end of the month. That is really important for me to learn how to do, and I think I can do it. So So provided that this video has gone to plan, you've seen the start of my spreadsheet for February. I realize February, you know, we're on the 17th. February is almost over, but this is the month we're in, so this is the month I'm starting with. It will be a bunch of back work, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think this plan is going to suit me very well, and I'm going to keep everyone updated. I think in the weeks that I don't get paid, it would be a good time to review how this spreadsheet is going for me, and maybe I'll even work it in another day of videos. I'm not sure yet. Right now, this 2 videos a week is working really well for me. And it's working very well for my channel. I cannot believe I have 100 subscribers, by the way. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone who has subscribed. I really appreciate you. Don't stay subscribed if you're no longer interested in my content. I understand I'm not for everyone all the time. And I can be for you now, and then in 2 months you might decide, nope, Nikki's not for me anymore. That's okay. I understand. I think that's all I have for today. Fingers crossed. And I will catch you on Wednesday. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not having a good day, I hope tomorrow is better. I will see you next time. Bye, love you, bye.